acquisitions.
Yeah.
You guys are closing your second acquisition. What sort of discussions does a firm like yours have in allocating capital between, traditional marketing, door to door, and then of course you've got acquisitive growth. So when you guys start to think about, are you looking at it saying, well, we've got a door to door team we can deploy, or we can go out and do a deal? What's the risk adjusted return on each of these avenues, or how do you think about that?
Yeah. I think of it from a dollar allocation perspective. I've got 4 different channels I can throw dollars into. Which one is going to have the highest IRR? And so sometimes that's door knocking, sometimes that's M&A, sometimes that's inside sales, sometimes that's service pro sales. Because if I over throttle service pro sales, which mainly cross-sell related, I may start causing churn with my customers. So I push that too hard, I may become value destructive if not done right. If inside sales, I may start scraping the bottom of the barrel on leads that I'm not as excited about. With door knocking, I may hit zip codes I not. So every market, every situation, and the way I think about it is it's a constant rejiggering of where am I getting the best return from a CAC perspective and a quality perspective in that time frame. Because I think the idea that spending more, great example would be, would you rather have a $20 lead for a bed bug one-time treatment, or would I rather spend $70 for somebody that searched preventative pest control in my neighborhood in a really core, attractive zip code? I'd rather spend $70, which is more than 3x that of the $20 bed bug lead, because now I'm going to get a 5-year LTV on that customer if I can close it, versus a one-time shot on bed bug in a probably a non-recurring customer base. Right. So when I look at the dollars, I think there's the short-term idea of what's most expensive. And you've had this conversation, right? This is why some acquisitions are a lot more expensive, right? Yep. They're a quality asset. I see the same thing with leads. And so when an acquisition comes up, I look at a lot of deals. We pass on a lot because I know what we're able to handle, what fits within us. And then when that right one comes along for us, I'd rather spend up on that one and then go wide on doing a lot of deals that may not fit for us particular. And that's the benefit of having the diversified sales channel, growth channel approach, is I can redistribute dollars when necessary if we can be real. That's the theory behind it.
When you guys do acquisitions, then are you focused on buying any particular capabilities? Or is it just a density play?
Right now, I would say no. So the first acquisition we did was 5 new markets, 1 tuck-in. But there were markets we wanted to go to anyways, and it was a historically door-knocked business. And so they were in our system. We were integrated day one. So like we're in Pest Routes. That got the day of closing. We had done all the work. They're in our system. We're in our system. So our call center had access to the data. Routing had access to it. It was a really efficient integration. And so that fit really well for us because we didn't need to spend a lot of time having them out of our system for 2 years, running separately. It fit in our model.
Yep.
Changed the name in 6 months without really any disruption because we were slow and methodical about it. And we now had 5 new markets to go do door knocking because eventually you run out of zip codes that you can send teams to. And so you have to add new geographies at times. And so we got 5 new geographies. That was really valuable to us because we needed new geographies, and I got them overnight. So that was a really attractive acquisition for us. Even though it didn't add density, I knew that I could then do door knocking, inside sales, field sales to grow density over a long period of time. And so it was a longer term play. This acquisition this year is going to be more of a density play. It's a tuck-in for an existing area. But the next couple of years, we'll balance between, I'm always interested in density in the right markets if I have a good branch manager and good fit and feel, and if it's in the right zip codes and good quality customers. But we're looking for really adding into adjacent markets. So we were in the Midwest. We went to Milwaukee from Chicago. We went to Minneapolis, Minnesota, Des Moines, Iowa, just like little jumps from where we were.